Hello, teacher.
Hi, Jenny. How are you?
Good.
Oh, that's great. Tell me, how was your day?
Normal.
Normal. And tell me, what did you do this morning?
Sleep. And then
And
watch some TVs.
oh,
And there
what did you watch on TV? Anything
anything that I can find that is funny or scary.
funny and scary? What did you watch that was scary?
A story
And
in the life of a character.
yeah, and what was it about?
Hello, kitties.
Kitties.
Hello, kitties. The character
Oh, okay, yeah. And tell me, what happened in the story?
is the woman gave birth to a girl, but the girl had a rare condition which made her have cancer. Cancer mouth, if that enlarged.
Yeah.
That means she don't have a mouth and she don't have much days to live for because no mouth, nothing, she can't eat nothing. So only a few days before she passed away for that illness.
Oh,
And her mother didn't want her daughter to be like that. She tried her best to make her still stay alive and live with her, but nothing works. And then she have a big idea is she have a see like make spirituals like demonic reason
yeah.
and agrees with the demon to make her alive and then take her soul to the Hello Kitty plushie. The Hello Kitty plushie is the gift that the woman gives to the girl, and the girl loves it. And she always hold, hold and carry that with her. So by wanting the memories still alive, she take the girl's soul and transfer to the Hello Kitty plushie so she could keep it and remember her.
Oh, wow. That sounds interesting, but weren't you scared?
No, except
Oh,
for the face.
oh, yeah, because she didn't really have a proper face.
Yes.
But didn't it look terrifying?
No. Except when I at the middle of night, if I wasn't thinking about it, it would be all fine. But if I do, well, in the picture, the girl face is kind of scary, but not really. But then when at the middle of the night, I thought of her, but my image are more scarier than the real
A
life
real
version.
story.
So yeah.
Oh my goodness. Oh, thank you for sharing that. But I don't know if I would be able to watch that. You know what, Jenny? You are a lot braver than me. I am terrified of things like that. If I say, I'm going to have nightmares, don't you ever get nightmares?
If I thought of it, but no.
Wow. Oh, you thought of it, yeah. No, that is too scary for me. You very brave. Well, thank you for sharing, Jenny. Okay, so let's have a look. So what we're going to do today is we're going to look at asking for advice. So tell me, Jenny, do you like to ask for advice?
Well, maybe, but not really.
And who do you normally go to ask for advice?
My teacher or my friend that I know or my relative.
Okay, yeah, that's a good idea. And tell me, do you ever ask your friends for advice?
I do. My friend that I know.
Okay. And do you ever ask your brothers or your sister for advice?
I only question them only if they have a name, like a random name that they have, and they said it, which make no sense. Then I will question them.
Oh, okay. That's a good one. So, young people have a lot of things to learn about the world. When they need advice about something, it is better to ask their parents or to ask their friends. So, which one do you think is better to ask? Your friends or your parents? If you
Nothing really compared to, sometimes they can be wrong. So I don't know. I trust no one except for the question that I asked.
Yeah. Guys, so what we're going to do is, Jenny, the following people need advice, guys. So we're going to read the problems and decide what they should do. Okay, so I'm going to read the first one for you. I am supposed to go on a family vacation, but my best friend wants me to go on a vacation with her family. I don't know what to do. So what advice will you give me?
Well, if her best friend family want to take her along to the vacation, but her family also have a vacation, which means in a different places, right?
Mm-hmm.
So to solve this, maybe like her family vacation gonna be go first, and her best friend family can tag along with her family to go to her vacation. After that, at the evening or tomorrow morning or evening, they could go to of the family, her family and her best friend family could go on the best friend vacation. If that works.
Absolutely. That's a good suggestion. Well, thank you for that advice. And then the next one. I broke the window at the entrance of our apartment building. Should I say I did it or should I just keep quiet? So, what will you advise me? What should I tell my parents or should I just keep quiet?
You should.
Should I tell them?
Yes. Should.
And why should I tell them?
Because if you just keep it quiet sometime, when you grow out of it, you can just start of it. And if you're a good person, you can really uncomfortable and very sorry for that. Or if you don't worry about it and it just a past and it was on the past, then that's why I guess it's just that you don't tell the truth. It's kind of bad.
Oh, that's some good advice. Thank you, Jenny. You're really good at giving advice and telling and how and guiding a person what to do. And now the next one. I cheated on a school test. Oh goodness. I'm not sure if my teacher knows. Should I tell him what I did or should I just keep quiet? What would you do?
Well, on different ways.
Mm-hmm.
Different people have different personalities, which mean they are good or bad. So if you tell the teacher that you cheated on the school tests,
Yeah.
if it's a past life, they forgive you, that's fine, that's just a past. Only if you change that, they won't be mad. But if you just did and after the school test and you just tell him, that will not be cheated anymore, that just spit it out. So the teacher gonna be quite mad, but also you tell him the truth, so nothing really. So he had nothing to do with it because you tell him what will he do? Even though if you don't tell him and he find out, you already know the parts. But if you tell him right away, then I don't really know. They He could shadow you, or he could say, if you're lucky enough, he could say that don't get this next time. And if you did do it again, then you will have the tension,
Yeah.
which it did happen to me. It did happen to me 2 times. But
And,
I got lucky, no worries.
and how did you get lucky? What happened?
I didn't really cheat it, but
Yeah.
after I done all of my tests, I solved it all. It was quite easy. I done it all, and I take a peek of everyone's paper test just to, if I'm right or not. But
Yeah.
sometimes those answer I check can be wrong.
Yeah.
And then the question that I got correct and I saw people next to me have a different answer, I changed this because I don't want to have failure. And then I found out that I was correct and they are wrong, and I'm disappointed. So 9 of 10.
Oh, yeah. I remember. And the thing is, and it's okay. I've also done it before. So because I was scared I'm going to be the only one who gets it wrong because I wasn't sure. But then I was also, then everyone got it wrong. And then actually, I first got it right. But because I took a peek, then I wrote what everyone else wrote. And then also got it wrong. Where I would have gotten also full marks. So you know what? So that taught me always trust your instincts and never think that other people knows more than you. Okay. Thank you for sharing that, Jenny. Okay, now moving on to our next part. Jenny, you really gave some good advice. What are some things that people need advice about? What do you think?
Well, my friends sometimes have a questions, and sometimes she could say that she really wanted dog, but she don't have enough money because the dog that she wants is over 1 trillion, and she don't have enough money.
How much is the
She
dog?
like 2,000 or million maybe. She have a very expensive dog. She had
Yeah.
one, but she want another one
Oh.
because it was her birthday.
Oh, okay. It was a birthday. Okay. And then?
And then I don't know. I tell her to save the money, and then 3 days later, she got a dog. I don't know how or when she saved that much just for a dog. I mean, like
Yeah.
on her birthday. Wow, that's a lot of people give her money though.
Yeah, I think a lot of people gave her money to be able to afford that dog. And tell me, do you like the dog?
I never met the dog,
Oh, yeah.
but I remember her telling me that her dog hair got stuck in a cage. She had
Oh,
to cut take cut the wire out to take the dog head out. It was pretty painful for the dog.
oh, shame. The poor dog. So tell me now, and do you know what's the dog's name?
She don't have an English name,
What,
but
what?
also she never tell me what the dog name. Even though I am her best friend, I never hear her telling her dog name to me. So she have a brown curly hair dog. Like she have two of them, but
Oh,
in different breeds.
yeah, yeah, different breeds. Okay. Oh, and tell me, do you ever want a dog?
I do. But also like even though I go to school, I don't know how I'm gonna take care of her.
Yeah, it's a big responsibility. And then I want to know, Jenny, is it easy or difficult to ask someone for advice? Do you find it easy or do you find it difficult to ask someone for advice?
Pretty normal though.
Hmm.
But Sometimes my question can be really anxious and kind of like anxious about weird things, but weird things equal a lot of meanings. So sometimes I can ask my friend about it to have an advice. Sometimes she could tell me the advice, but sometimes she could say, I know, tell someone. And when the answer hit me, it's kind of like a volcano just pop upon my head.
Yeah,
I
explode.
don't know how to question other people. I only question other people that I trust, which I have a lot of them, but I trust no one beside my only one best friend.
Absolutely. And I can understand that. And tell me, your best friend, do you always ask her for advice?
I do sometimes, but also sometimes she can question me about her homework, which
Okay.
is fine. I don't know how to teach people though,
I know.
which I'm really bad at it. I'm really bad at it. So
Are you bad at
I only
teaching? Are you bad at it?
I'm bad at I'm bad at teaching. Really bad.
No, you're
I
not.
know I know how to get
Yeah.
the answer correct, but it's just that I don't know how to teach people in the understanding way. So I just let her copy my page.
Okay. Oh, so you give okay, I see. Well, at least you're still helping. However, Jenny, to help a person to understand it, okay, always ask them to repeat it back to you what you said. And if they can't, then you say to them, okay, let's go a little bit slower. Okay. So when I explain the first thing, and then you ask them, do you understand? And then if they say yes, and then, okay, let's continue to the next part. Now, do you understand? So we just got to be very patient when we teach someone. If you have patience, then you can teach anyone. And Jenny, you are highly intelligent, so you can teach. You are a person who can teach anyone. Okay, so don't sell yourself short there, because I believe in you. And tell me, Jenny, do you listen to advice people give you? Like what your parents, like advice from your parents and your teacher?
I only trust people that is more intelligent than me.
Hmm.
But it's just that one thing. Sometimes those people could be like a real bully, like really mean, and everybody's scared of them for no reason.
Why
And
do you
sometimes
think
they
this?
could lie about it.
Yeah.
Sometimes they could lie about the answer just to see me get it wrong and then suffer that for a whole life. Yeah, they
Why would
be
they do
that
that? Why would they do that?
because they're really intelligent.
Yeah.
But also like maybe like they kind of trust their friends, only people that have same intelligence as them or much more. Those kind of people only on friend with people that's smart. And I'm just a medium size one. I'm good at math, well, kinda because one wrong move that I just made is incorrect. Minus the point. Sad. And that's why I never be friend with them though. So yeah.
That's okay. We can make mistakes because we learn from these mistakes. Okay. So these mistakes happen to all of us. So Jenny, let's have a look. Asking for advice. Let's see what are other people saying. Can you read for us the article?
As a student and teenager get older, they need to think about education, job, and relationship. They have choices to make, so they need to advise. Should they ask their parents or should they ask their friends? Some of people say that young people should always ask their parents for advice. One reason is that parents are older and have more experience. Parents are more likely to know the solution to their children's problem. This is because they had similar questions when they are younger. Another reason is that parents will give the most truthful advice. This is because they love and care for the children. Parents really don't want to see the children upset. Other people say that young people should ask their friends for advice. Young people spend a lot of time together at school in their free time. As a result, they know each other really well. Therefore, they can give the most suitable advice. Another reason is that friends will be a similar age in understanding things much better than parents. Parents don't understand what teenage children because the world has changed a lot since they were young.
Ah, so we've got the two opinions here. Asking for parents' advice and asking for friends' advice. So now let's have a look. So based on what you read now, what are some of the things young people think about as they get older?
Well, what young people think when they were about as they get older. Sometimes they could have the most unquestionable and not recognizable to answer those questions. Sometimes some of the teenagers can be that, or sometimes they could really get really anxious about their future life. Even though they should get not ready and not suitable to be one, but some of them can be really anxious about the future. They don't know what gonna came to them. They're gonna end up poor or something. Maybe they don't even have money and only have to stay with the family. And that's the worst part. So they could get really anxious. And by that's when question to their family and their friends, some people say that it's okay. Sometimes new life could get into you. And that's okay. A lot of mistakes equal more successful than you think. But it can help for some people, but some people that have a lot of question in mind and kind of really anxious, and sometimes they couldn't understand what the people are saying, so they get more anxious than before. And sometimes couldn't kind of think sometimes it can be think it would never happen, like a knife stab through us and we never gone to success. That's what I think. If people don't really trustable enough.
Absolutely. I couldn't agree with you more. That was really good, Jenny. And why is it an advantage that parents are older and more experienced? What can we gain from that?
Because before the child was even born, the parent was also a child in the past life. As I answer to say. And even though they are a child, and even though new things change, even though they are adults, they can still learn from them in easy steps. And if they're a child, they can be like us too. They can have a lot of question in mind. Sometimes they could be truthful, sometimes they can be gullible, and sometimes they can be really wise. And when they have a child, that child can be similar to them too, if you're just saying. And but it's just the difference is that sometimes children as a teenager can change a lot, grow much more distance from their parents, and it will get really sad. Just like their parent in the past, they also be the same one too. So it's kind of like we are little copies of our parents, just a little.
Yeah. Absolutely. It's like we inherit some of their personality traits and we act very similar to how they used to act when they were our age. And sometimes we can be a lot like our mother or a lot like our father, depending on our own personalities. But we tend to kind of take after one parent. So that's a very valid point. And the nice thing is that our parents are experienced, and because they've been through it and they have dealt with things that we are dealing with now, it's easy for us to ask them and go to them and say, "Can you please help us with this? And how did you deal with it?" So, they can guide us. And why will parents always give truthful advice? Why do you think they will give truthful advice?
Some some of people say that, well, if you say truthful enough, the children can learn from that and they can change their personality if their personality is really bad, and it couldn't really help for them when they get older. So the parents have to say the truthful words. If they just kept that in their thoughts, nothing really changed. Just become a failure if you say. Not really. I'm not saying means, it's just that you have to say truthful advice. Even though if you're cooking up bad, and like your study are not hard enough,
Yeah.
and if your parents just keep that in mind and always say the not truthful words, their children don't have to worry that much and they don't have to change that. By then, grew up, they can have a lot of questions in mind. What's that? What's that? Even though they are an adult, they have to take care of themselves and even they have their own house. So sometimes they can stay with their parents, sometimes they could be in jail. Just saying.
In China, yeah, yes, in juvie. So juvie is a jail for kids. Okay.
Yeah.
And Jenny, do you think parents give truthful advice because they love their kids?
Yes, and they don't want to be a failure.
Yeah. So I think because the parents really love them, it's a way of them guiding them and protecting them. And why do young people know each other really well?
Because like we were younger, we have, like we remember a lot other than our parents. When we get older, sometimes our brain could be a lot different. They could forget things, and sometimes we have to take pills just to remember what happens. And it's really common for OT, you know?
Mm.
And sometimes old people cannot recognize those relatives or their friends. Sometimes they can question about things, and sometimes they could question simple things.
Yeah.
Sometimes they can be like that. They can be gullible. I don't know, but it's like when old people get older and older, they kind of get really gullible and forget easily, like a child. They
Yeah.
could become too weak and learn, and they need someone to help them, which
And
is kind of like that for them.
and tell me, why do old people become gullible? Is it because do you think they just believe anything, or do you think they know it all?
They know it well. They did know it all, but sometimes they could forget.
Hmm?
Some of grandpa, grandfather, or grandmother can forget a lot or not if they are in good condition. It's just that grandmother and grandfather can get a lot of illness just because they are old and they need someone to supervise it too.
Yeah.
But I think it's very sad for them because they can't do any other activity other, other than sitting in a bed and in a chair just watching people enjoy their life when they're young and not like them. Kind of sad, really sad. I wish I could help them. It's
Yeah.
just that if they're good condition, they can enjoy life. But if they're in bad condition, well, very
Yeah.
sad. Go on vacation, that's this.
Yeah, it depends on their health, and it can be very sad, and especially seeing them like that. And tell me, Jenny, do you ever ask your grandparents for advice?
Grandparents. Wait, grandparents? You mean like grandmother and grandfather?
Yeah. Do you ever ask them for advice?
I'm sorry. They passed away a
Oh,
long time.
I'm
They're dead
sorry.
now.
I'm sorry, Jenny. I'm so sorry about that. I didn't know that. I'm really sorry. And tell me, now I want to know, why do parents usually understand their teenage children?
Because like at a young age, parents have been through a lot of things. Sometimes it can be worse than us. And they have to work for it too, like blood and sweat, just to do simple things. If their life was really hard, in the 90s or 20s, but also like they could go through things like such as like even if they're a kid, they could like get question and stuff. Sometimes they could answer that by themselves. Sometimes it can be the parents answer them.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Huh, you kind of have a good point there. So, I also think it's because our parents is they're also they were also once a teenager, and they kind of know what teenagers goes through, so they can relate. Okay, that was really good, Jenny. You did really well in this comprehension speaking exercise. So moving on to our vocabulary part. So we got the word suitable, solution, upset, truthful, and similar. Okay. Do you know the meanings of each of these words?
Yes,
Fantastic. Go. So can you put them into context for us, starting off with number one?
my best friend and I are my best friend and I are very similar. We like exactly the same things. I
Mm.
like math class because there's always a correct solution.
Yeah.
Number three, it's important to always be truthful. We shouldn't lie.
Mhm.
Number four, I was upset when I lost my bag on vacation. Number five, basketball is suitable hobby for me because I'm very tall.
Oh, well done, Jenny. That was excellent. That was really, really good. Okay, so now we're going to move on to our opinions. So we got the supporting and the refuting part. So let's have a look at the supporting. So you're going to read number 1 to 4 and then match them with A, B, C, and D.
As number one, friend may not give the best advice, but well, number two is difficult to talk to parents about some things. Number three, asking parents for advice can cause argument. Four, it's easy for young people to ask their friends for advice. A, because they spend a lot of time together each day. B, because they are jealous of people who may become more successful than them. C, because they may strongly disagree. D, because parents always think that their advice is correct. It's number one, parent may not give best advice, but A, because they spend a lot of time together each day.
So number 1 is A.
Yes.
Okay, excellent. Number 2.
Number two is difficult to talk to parents about some things. Is, well, C, because they may, no. Is it right or no?
Is it difficult to talk to parents about some things? Because they may strongly disagree. Can be that. Because they
Okay.
because they I won't say they're jealous. Okay.
Oh, now
What about D?
I think D.
Yeah, I also think D. Because parents always think that their advice is correct. Because we're looking at the difficulty. Why is it difficult to talk to them? Because they always think the advice is correct. So that would be the best suited reason. Okay. There we go. Number 3.
Is asking parents for advice can cause argument. Is C, because they may strongly disagree.
Asking parents for advice can cause arguments. Because there we go. Excellent. And then the last one, number 4.
It's easy for young people to ask their friends for advice. It's B, because they're jealous of people who may become more successful than them.
Fantastic. There we go. Excellent. Okay, now let's move over to the refuting part. So let me just quickly scroll down. So once again, you're going to match number 1 to 4 with A, B, C, and D. But first, read through all of them. And then once again, then you match them. Okay, so you can start.
As number 1, friends understand each other much better than their parents do. 2, it's much easier for young people to ask their friends for advice because they are always together. 3, friends always give the best advice. 4, it's better to ask parents for advice because they may understand their children's situation. I disagree, young people don't care about each other. D, I disagree, parents have taken off their children since they were born. They know much more about the children. C, I'm not sure about this. Most teenagers spend very little time on their parents and don't tell much about their lives. D, no, they don't. People give advice than their parents want to hear. As one, friends understand each other much better than parents do. As well, I disagree. Young people don't care about each other.
Understand each other.
Yeah, I think so.
So friends
No,
understand each other much better than parents do.
well, it's B. Yeah, B.
Yeah. There we go. Excellent.
Number 2, it's much easier for young people to ask friends for advice because they are always together. Is, well, they know they don't. People give advice that their friend wants to hear.
There we go, because it's friends related. Well done.
Is 3, friends always give the best advice. Is C, I'm not sure about this. Most teenagers spend. I think so.
Yeah. Number 4.
Is number 4, is it's better for to ask parents for advice because they understand their children's situation. Is A, really? Okay, maybe different. Okay.
So do you think maybe 4 can be C?
Yes.
Okay. Let's have a look. Okay. And then what about 3?
Is A.
There we go. Because friends always give the best advice. I disagree. Young people don't care about each other. Okay. Because it is referring to friends and young people. Okay. Well done, Jenny. That was really good. Okay. So now let's move over to our supporting and opposing opinions. Okay. Here we go. So let's read first. Can you read for us the supporting opinion?
Is the best people to ask advice are parents. One reason is that parents will always give the best advice for their children. Parents love their children, so they will give them advice that is honest and truthful. Friends don't always do this because they worry it may end the friendship. Another reason is that parents understand their children's thinking. And personally, this is because they have taken care of them since they were born. It's a bad idea to take advice from a friend you have known for a short time.
For a short time. Now, let's have a look. What is the main idea in this opinion?
As the best people to ask for advice is their parents.
So, best people to ask for advice is parents. So, why is the best people to ask for advice are parents? Can you give us the supporting reason why?
As one reason is that parents will always give the best advice for their children.
Yes, always give best advice for their children. And what else?
As parents love their children, so they will give them advice that is honest and truthful.
So, honest and truth, yes.
Friends don't always do this because they worry it may end their friendship.
Another reason?
Another reason is that parents understand their children's thinking and personality.
And their personality. Excellent. And why is that?
Because they have taken care of them since they were born. It's a bad idea to ask advice from a friend you know for a short time.
Yeah, because they don't know you really well. Well done. That was really good. Okay, so now can you read for us the opposing opinion?
If a young person needs advice, the smarter thing to do to ask his or her friend. Good friend can talk about any problem, can find solution together. That's not possible with parents. This is because they will always think the advice is correct. The parent may get angry talking about some topics. In addition, young people spend a lot of time together. As a result, they understand how their friend is feeling at that moment. Parents cannot understand their children so well because they are too busy doing other things.
Excellent. Now, what is the main idea in the opposing opinion?
Well, if a young person needs advice, the smart thing to ask is his or her friend.
There we go. So, if young people, so the smart thing to do is ask their friends. And can you give us the supporting reasons why?
As good friends can talk about any problem and find solution together.
Yeah, together. And what else?
As that's not possible with parents, this because they will always think that their advice is correct.
So it's not possible because parents think the advice is correct. And what else?
The parent may get angry talking about some topics. In addition, young people spend a lot of time together.
So the parents might get, so that's another reason. And then young people will spend.
A lot of time together.
Yeah. So they spend more time together than with their parents. And what is the result of this?
As a result, they understand how their friend is feeling and in that moment. Parents cannot understand their children so well because they are too busy doing other things.
Excellent. Well done. Okay, that was really good, Jenny. So, Jenny, for homework, okay, we had a really good session and I really liked the way we had our discussion today. Now, I want you to tell me which one are you going to do for homework? Number 1, number 2, or number 3?
It's number 1.
It's better for young people to ask their parents for advice. So, you're going to refute it and you're going to oppose it. Okay. Are you ready to do that for homework?
Okay.
Yeah. And
I'm
remember,
ready.
of course you are ready because Jenny, you are super smart. Okay. And I know you're doing so well with your debates. I'm really proud of you. And I like the way you use your initiative thinking, which is your creative thinking. That's really, really good. So, Jenny, did you have fun today?
Yes.
Oh, me too. I always have fun with you. So, Jenny, you must have a great day, and then I'll see you next time. Bye-bye, Jenny.
Bye-bye. Have a great day.
Thank you. You too.